Hey, 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 I think we can go this time. I'm just going to make sure that Becky's there. I can see her waiting in the lobby, so I'm going to bring her in a second. Apologies for the mix-up. We just missed each other. And in StreamYard, when you end the call and the broadcast, you can't go back in and go live again because it thinks that you've finished the call. So had to quickly set up another one. Technology, man, it sucks sometimes, doesn't it? But anyway, let me bring Becky in and then we will make a start. Good to see everyone on the call. Can you hear me, Becky?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, awesome. Great to see you. Wow. We get there in the end. That's fine. These things are set to test us, aren't they? It's not a problem at all.
I'm so sorry too. Like my dogs, if I don't get my dogs out of here, then they'll whine and cry, and because they literally sit with me next to my desk every day.
Yeah. Well, mine's out there in the hallway, and if anybody walks by the house, he's going to be kicking off and barking and all that kind of stuff. So fingers crossed we don't get dog interruptions. But anyway, so how have you been?
I've been good.
Good.
Yeah, been good.
You're looking good. You're looking like beaming, actually. So that's good. So let's dive in, and we've got people on the call watching. So any comments, any questions, if we don't ask them or answer them, then feel free to drop the questions. So Wales on there saying, hey, Becky. Right. So we met about just over a year ago, maybe 14, 15 months ago. I think it was through probably when you were a ClickFunnels moderator, and we just connected and got talking, and it was great. You know, neither of us have pitched each other. Can you believe it? It's like,
I know, right?
perfect marketing. And so yeah, we just built up this friendship over time. And yeah, I think you were in network marketing, you were in the online space as well, and you were the mod, obviously, in the ClickFunnels group. So apart from that, what's been going on in the last 12 months? Do you want to tell people a bit more about the backstory? They can look at last year's episode, obviously, but tell people who you are and what you do.
Well, I mean, last time we met, things have changed for me. I think I was working for ClickFunnels as a moderator, because I think it's been almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years for me in June.
Wow.
And I think at that point it was just part-time. Now I'm full-time. Oh. But being in there, it made me realize that the Facebook management and strategy and stuff is like where I belong. So that's where I turned my focus on, I guess maybe around June 2020, just realized like the network marketing and stuff just isn't for me, because I'm more of an introvert. So sometimes I'm better behind the scenes, although I can do camera now. Yay! Before it was like, oh boy, I'm going on camera, I can't do this. But and my self-confidence has gone way up, I think, too.
Good. Yeah. So you aren't doing the network marketing, just the online space now?
Yeah, just doing Facebook group strategy and Facebook group management. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And you are married to a wonderful husband who's very supportive. You have 2 kids. They were 15, 17 last time, or 15, 19?
She's going to be 19 this month.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Crazy where the time goes, huh?
Yeah.
And so what's been happening? Tell me what's been happening in the last 12 months then, since we last spoke.
Sitting at home because of the pandemic. No, so I did start working full-time for ClickFunnels, and then Facebook in the summer came out with a certification program, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that, get certified as a community manager. So when they did that, I think I studied in like a week and then took the exam, which was like a real exam with your computer being on. They were watching you. You can't like talk to yourself, which is one thing I do like when I'm taking tests and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, this is a legit exam. So I'm certified community manager through them, and then I'm also in a Facebook group that's for like the top 1% admins basically in the world.
Wow.
So I'm in a group there where I get access to the new things that they're bringing out for groups.
Wow, functionality and stuff.
And then support, and then what's not working, what we don't like. And so there, it's, you know, Facebook's like always working on it and always making changes and everything like that. So I have those connections, and then
insider knowledge. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty cool because it's, you know, they really, it's interesting because it's Facebook, but they really do know how to use community to monetize and make money too. So their blueprint's pretty good. And then I ended up doing Julie Stoyan and Kathy Olson's Funnel Gorgeous Society Master Marketer program. So I passed their offer strategy, their copy, and their design.
Nice.
Yeah, so I have that behind me, that education, and man, it was a really good program. Like really good. And so it'd be really, you know, it'll really help me when it comes to getting, you know, when I work with clients that are wanting to use strategy and Facebook groups together. So, yeah. And then I joined Rachel Peterson's Social Click.
Nice. So a year of learning for you then, making the most of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. As I said, insider knowledge as well. So really good to know that. So when there's some functionality that we really hate, it's like, yeah, let's feed that back.
Yeah. And then I can go back and say, hey, you know, people are having this problem, you know, can you fix it?
I do have to say that there are bugs with the new platform that I struggle with on my PC. I find it really slow. And I don't know what's going on, but I just close it down, reopen it, and it's obviously a different instance of the app, and it seems to clear it. But yeah, certain things aren't working well.
It's happening with everyone. I think that's one of the most frustrating things for us that moderate like really large groups. You know, like the ClickFunnels group, that's the same thing. We have to, it doesn't update, and we approve all the posts. So we have to go in, out, in, out, in, out.
Yeah. Is that a paid certification program?
The program itself was free. The test is, I think the test is $99.
Wow, that's good value though, huh?
I got it for free though, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something, I mean, that's a golden nugget right there. I think that anyone that's marketing on Facebook really should go through. Would you recommend they go through that program?
I do, actually. I recommend that people do go through the program, especially if you're going to do community management or even like Instagram stuff, because they put Instagram in there and pages. So and Messenger, WhatsApp, you know, they integrate everything on how. And even for, you know, people that are working with big brands too.
Nice.
It's really good. Yeah.
Great recommendation. Okay. So when we spoke, we were meant to do this interview maybe November, December time. And you said, not in a good place. I don't know if you want to talk about this. A friend you thought was a really close friend was giving you advice, and I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, but do you want to let the audience know what that was about and how you overcame it?
So it was more working with a friend, and then I felt like I was told you're not good enough, and so I was like, okay, this is kind of devastating. So let me take a step back and literally, like, really think about and pray, where does God want me? Because I know that like I mentioned my last interview, helping people is like number one for me.
Absolutely.
It's just who I am. I've always been that way. And so I just took the time to really, really think about, okay, what do you love to do? What do you want to do? You have all these skills, that you need to use and put out there to help people. So I did that, and it just interestingly enough, it's like I'm on Rachel Peterson's email list, and then I follow her on TikTok and stuff, and I kept getting these emails and emails, and I'm like, I think this is a sign. I think she's talking to me. And even literally, like, I don't go on TikTok a lot, even though I probably should be on TikTok because people are making money using it.
Yeah.
And I just happened to go on, and she happened to be live, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like my exact situation, and you're talking to me again.
Yeah.
And so that's when I decided, like, okay, I'm going to apply for her social click. And one thing about me too, like if you've ever done the disc, have you done the disc? It's Tony Robbins disc, and it tells you like, so like a D person is someone that, puts what do you call that? They're usually the business owners and stuff, because they get things done, stuff like that. And D, high D's and I's. Well, I'm a very low D and pretty low I. I'm more SC, so I'm more like a perfectionist and more like background. But also in my disc is like freedom. Like my thing is freedom. So I want to have my own business and make my own schedule and do those things.
Right.
But like I knew it was that. I knew that I still wanted to grow a business and show my kids, hey, look, I can do this. So for me, joining her mastermind and being accepted into it was like huge, because now I have this group of people that I can go to, and then being pushed by someone that I admire too at the same time, and then having access to Rachel and everything. It's amazing. And
nice.
And she's really smart. So she's, you tell her where you're at, and she's like, okay, this is what you're going to do. Here's your game plan. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Tailored game plan. Love it.
Yeah.
That's superb.
Yeah.
I think, it's great that you've done all of this. And I don't know if you resolved that position with that friend, or whether you've kind of just parted ways now and it's different.
We did. Yeah. We're good. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Good.
Yeah.
So 12 months ago, who would have thought that COVID would ravage the world? It's a crazy world at the minute. And you guys in the US going through the change of the president, all of this kind of stuff, us in the UK with Brexit and divorcing from Europe, and put COVID on the top of that. Has it given you food for thought and change your direction and your thinking? Because you've just said there, freedom and time and quality of life is really important for you. So what food for thought has it given you over the last 12 months?
I mean, I think for me is that I do need to put my health in the forefront too. Because so my daughter's 19, my son is 17, or I'm sorry, he'll be 17 in March. She'll be 19 this month. But their dad has terminal brain cancer, and so on top of
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank you. So on top of like the pandemic and that, it's like I really need to get my health in check for them, So I think for me that's probably one of the main things, and I just feel blessed from the last year that my husband and I both had our jobs.
Yeah.
And that that didn't change for us. So, because we have had some bad years, so it was nice to have a good year.
That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah.
Love that. And it certainly does give you food for thought, doesn't it? And what's important. And yeah, the money's great, but health is paramount, isn't it? That's the first and foremost of our minds, really. So in the online space in the last 12 months, then we know that it changes. I was talking to a guy yesterday, Aaron, who's been in the online space over 10 years, and he said it's changed a lot. But have you seen much change in the last 12 months, particularly being a mod as well in the ClickFunnels group and seeing how Facebook works from the inside as well? Are you seeing any changes? And, people like Russell Brunson in his group, 250,000 in that group. He's crushing it. He's an insane marketer, and he's using all social media platforms. It seems that he's following me around, and everywhere I go, he's there. And so, have you seen anything change in the last 12 months in the online space?
More people are bringing their businesses online because they had to. That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and the other thing is that even if people have 9-to-5s, there was that worry. There might have been, in the UK, we were calling it furloughed, when they were on short time or 0 hours or whatever, and put on hold. And so they are looking, Aaron said yesterday his business had a massive spike at the start of lockdown. He tripled his business last year because he said people were looking. Yeah,
a lot of people online, I think, that were already like established or just getting established and everything, they've said they've doubled or tripled, or it's amazing. It's crazy.
Yeah, it sure is. Okay, so we're midway through January already. I can't believe I'm saying that. 14 days in. What's the focus for January and then the rest of the year? Is January the springboard to big things for the rest of the year? Is your business model the same as it was 12 months ago? Does it look the same, or is it different? And then let's talk about the longer term, 3 to 5 years.
It's completely different. It's different. I feel different. And yeah, so January, I'm just looking to bring on more clients. That's my goal. At least 1 to 2 by the end of this month. And I would say, my goal right now for the end of the year is to be at like 20,000 a month. So I don't know how many clients that would be. It would just depend on,
depends on your price.
Yeah, well, that and what people's
your price increases.
Yeah, over time for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, still have debt to pay off, so still need to do that. I know some debt is good, but
yeah, we can't live without it, unfortunately, most of the time.
I'd love to travel somewhere this coming year.
Yeah, ditto.
It's like, okay, we need to get out.
Yeah,
go
still crazy. That's awesome. And so I know we talked about it last year, where I asked whether you'd like to be a big corporation with staff and all of that kind of thing, or whether it's just, you'd like to get to a certain level where everything's like a well-oiled machine and ticking over, and you can then enjoy the fruits of that. What's the goal there? Do you want to be as big as possible, or are you just happy to get to your 20,000 a month and then plateau there and just keep that ticking over?
I think I would be probably good if I needed like a little bit of help. I definitely want to do 2 sides. So I want to build a course, helping people with Facebook groups, probably more content than anything. And then because engagement is like number one is having trouble growing a group, and then number 2 is people keeping the engagement in the group.
Yeah.
So I want to work on, a program too, of course, and clients also. So I guess two sides. So it probably would just be a little bit of help. I don't know if I want to like blow up.
Yeah, well, that brings its own challenges when you get too big as well. I listened to a book on Audible last week, and it's called something like $0 to $1 million business in 12 months. And in there, they talk about the things that you've got to do, and the thinking totally changes. And whilst it sounds good, it will bring its own challenges.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we'll just see where it goes, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's going in the right direction, that's fine. So last year you said that the online marketing space was really tougher than you first thought. Do you still stand by that?
I stand by that as far as like it does take time. And I mean, I guess from my point of view, it feels like you do have to like really put yourself out there and be out there, helping people or giving more than you take, I think is good too. And stuff. So yeah, it's definitely not like this get rich quick, which a lot of people do think. And I do see that a lot in the ClickFunnels group. And so I try to, let them know, hey, it is going to take some time and it is going to take some work if you want it to be quicker, So yeah.
Totally agree with that. And last time, helping other people kept coming up, and it's come up again tonight. You love helping people, and that is first and foremost it should be in marketers' operating models and everything that they do. So, and it's obviously still important to you. How are you helping these people? Are you helping them by growing groups and just general advice, knowing from the inside with your Facebook training? How are you helping these people?
Yeah, just right now, just with advice and everything. I have my own group, so it's slowly growing for content, and then I try to put good tips on my page and stuff like so. I mean, how do I help? I guess it's more of like just for what I put out there, is helping in that way.
Yeah, and
I gotta get my
general conversation in the groups. I guess you can just offer the advice that works.
Well, I do that too. Yeah, I help especially at ClickFunnels group and other groups too. Helping in the comments and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, for sure.
Nice. And you've got supportive family, obviously. Now, this where are we? January. About October time, I've hired a VA recently, and about October time, I asked my kids, who are, bearing in mind they're almost 13 and 14, to get involved in the business and do some of my social media posts and things like that. And they wanted too much money. So I shouldn't say this just in case my VA watches this video, but I pay my VA way less than I was going to pay my kids. And so, yeah, it's brilliant. It's really helping me. But are your family involved in your business, or do they just leave you to it?
No, they're not involved. Yeah,
not interested.
Nope, not at all. I've tried to get my daughter, and she's like, nope. She's an artist too, and so she's just kind of all over the place. And she says that social media is not her favorite thing. I'm like, yeah, but you can make money.
Hey, you should just get her to do some cartoon characters for you or some designs for you. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. She has an entrepreneur spirit, way more than I did. I mean, when she was a kid, she was always trying to find ways. Hey, I'm going to sell my paintings. I'm going to, actually, she painted rocks and sold her painted rocks.
Nice.
Would have a bake sale, since she was like little, She just always has. And now she's talking about doing, what's she talking about? A pie business, baking pies and selling pies.
Nice.
I said, okay, now, you know, because she's working pretty much full time and then she's going to school online. And so I'm like, well, wouldn't you just rather do something online first, build up some money, and then you can do your
do the studies.
Yeah. So
Wow. That's
and then my
fantastic.
friend could care less. You know, he's 16-year-old boy.
Xbox, PlayStation, YouTube.
PlayStation, and he plays basketball, which he's not able to do right now because he had surgery on his elbow. So
Wow.
he's out. Yeah, he's out for like 6 months, but which is disappointing for him. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, because you got to get that fitness back. Yeah.
Yeah. So he plays 2K instead.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we are on the final question. I can't believe this has gone so quickly. But have you got any top tips? You know, you've got a lot of insider knowledge, being a Facebook certified and being a mod in some huge groups. What are your top tips for newbies getting in the affiliate marketing, network marketing, online marketing space? What do you think are the top tips that you'd give them?
So my top tips would, I mean, of course, to have a Facebook group because you get all your leads in one place, you know, and then not only that, you can collect emails and build your email list at the same time. But the main thing too is, before you start your group, have a plan, know what your niche is going to be, and know who your person / avatar is before you even get started, so that when you start the group, then it'll be easier to, you know, build it. You'll know where to find the people and that kind of stuff.
Rather than spam everybody, and then you've got people that just like, what's this group all about?
Yeah, exactly. You want people in there that you want in there, not just everybody. Don't want your family in there. Especially if you're looking to monetize.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Mm-hmm.
Love that. Okay, that is it for year 2. I can't believe it. And obviously we chatted throughout the year as well and engaged on each other's posts and in each other's groups. And I'm really happy to see you back in the zone, because when we kind of messaged in October, November time, you weren't in a great place. And I was thinking, but you look great.
You hit me right at the wrong time.
Yeah. But we've got to go through these things, right? It's as an entrepreneur, your life gets in the way sometimes, and we go through ups and downs and challenges. But like you say, we're healthy, we're happy, and we've got jobs and things like that. So it's a great place to be. So I really appreciate your time, and I'm super excited to see the next 12 months as well. And guys, if you need any insider knowledge, hit Becky up, because she's got Facebook insider knowledge. So I'll put Becky's details, but where can they contact you? Where's the best place? Facebook or your group or both?
Both. My group link's on my page or on my personal profile.
Awesome. So guys, get in touch. Thank you for watching. If there are any questions, you can hit Becky up after, or myself, and then we will see you in year 3. It's crazy.
So crazy.
Take care. See you soon.
Right, bye.
Thank you. Bye.